The bridge is a really common glute activation and core stability exercise. It works to resist flexion of your core, meaning bending forward. And it's also, like I said, a very common glute activator, and there's a ton of variations of it. I was just showing you the kind of vanilla regular bridge. There's no attachments, no funny stuff. It's just pretty much straightforward bridge. You can do it with one leg at a time. You can do it using a different apparatus like squeezing a ball between your knees or pulling a band apart with your knees. You can use it with external load like a dumbbell or a kettlebell or even a band to help you engage your core a little bit more. There's a ton of options. The setup is very simple. Again, you don't need any equipment, though it's often done with other apparatus, like I just explained. In this case, all you need is a little bit of floor space. You're going to lay flat and bend your knees so your feet are flat. I like to tell people to usually bend their knees more than 90 degrees so their heels are a little bit closer to their butt. And then from here, one of the key things is the position of your pelvis. Okay, so a lot of the time I get patients who, if I don't explain this to, they'll just get in this position, which is a great setup, and then they'll just go. And notice that in this case, my hips and my belly are a little bit higher than they were during the demo. So what they're doing is essentially using their low back muscles and arching their low back even more to go up, right? Most of the time, the people that do that are already tight up in the front of their hips. And so they don't really need any more extension at their low back. They're probably getting a ton of it anyways. And this is most people. So the cue that I like to give to set up for the bridge is before you begin, I want you to rock your pelvis back. So essentially, this just means that I'm going to take my hands, stick them under my low back, and I'm going to squish my hands, okay? That's the setup. You're going to activate your core a little bit to kind of pull your ribs towards your pelvis and your pelvis towards your ribs. That flattens the low back. Then I squeeze my glutes and come up. Notice I'm not going nearly as high as I did on that last rep, but I also feel a big stretch here and a ton of glute activation here. If I were going to do it the other way, where I'm arching up a ton, after several reps, my low back is going to get fried. It's going to start to get fatigued and even maybe a little sore, especially if I have low back pain that is provoked by extension of the low back, which is pretty common. So again, setup, knees bent, feet flat, knees bent past 90 degrees, then rock the pelvis back, squish the low back, squeeze the glutes, come up, hold it for like maybe 3-second count, depending on what the program you're doing calls for, and then return. Make sure that you lock that pelvis in and rock it back every rep. Don't just assume it's there. Make it there and be cognizant of its position. Give it a shot. It's a great exercise. And look for progressions because you will probably progress through this very quickly, and this will become less valuable as you progress.